Hey, James here, and something I want to talk to you about is the 39 perk rework on the effects of it today. Something I have been seeing a lot lately in my current matches, Survivor, is that people are now bringing the perk Hope. Now, these survivors can't use Hope because they usually die before Hope is activated. I think perks in the game that make it so where you have to reach endgame or the death of survivors. Uh, like Last Man Standing, I think is the name of a perk that Bill has, where he can see the hatch in 32-meter radius. Perks like those, I think, are the worst perks in the entire game because you have to lose to win, which for as an individual only, not as a team. So it doesn't really seem very fair. Hope is, I think these are rework perks that make it so we have the end game can be used early game or mid game. Like for example, a way to rework Hope is to grant a default speed, right? So Hope right now has, I believe, a 6, 7, 8, or a 4. I think it's 5, 6, 7. Those are the bonus stats that you get for having Hope. So way to rework this is to make it so where for each genre to complete, you grant 1% speed boost. So when the final gen is complete, you grant a 3%, which gives you the max you have, right? And if you have the tier 1, you just grant 1 per gen completed, right? It's not that hard. There's no ideas. Actually, I read this somewhere a while back ago, a few hours ago. I can't find it anymore. I was going to mention it, but I don't know who the guy is anymore. Um, he didn't say the exact thing that I said, but he just grant the idea of a 5.5% speed boost, walking speed or any action performance speed to everything for each gen complete, which gives you as like a way of hope. You're like, oh, we can now make through this, right? And again, like a lot of perks that require the death survivors or late gameplay, like after all gens complete, are not very good in my opinion. On the survivor side, that is right. For killers, they're expected to be there late end game unless they do a successful job, which is better for them. Like Noah, for example, Noah got a nerf, but in reality, I don't think it changed very much since you're guaranteed to get one or two knocks, I believe. Even then, people won't know you had it until the effect has been played. Uh, but in most cases, people you have to survive until endgame for you to even have the perk even valid. If this killer is good enough and able to kill all of you guys before endgame occurs, then that is its own issue on its own right, which I don't think should be acceptable. I think should be reworked again. I do believe that the community should have a say in how perks should vary in direction. The majority of people say Dead Heart should be able to launch you 15 meters and grant you invincibility for the next 15 minutes. And no, of course not. Um, but I do believe the people should have the right to speak in their own sense. Of course, Brave will never do this ever. But I do believe that they should have an opinion to say on this matter. So, but what do you guys think?